This shit is so fake from the perspective of a regular person than it is for a regular person to address on a larger scale, because you can't speak to too many things at once. But I've noticed a couple of coinciding variables, is one being a lot of scammy fake infomercials that use a voice that sounds so similar to Donald Trump or so similar to Candace Owens, but there might be one little thing off where it's like because they couldn't make the AI sound natural unless there was another person, and so like they made this person who probably already sounds like Candace Owens sound exactly like Candace Owens. And she's telling you about there's $3,500 or there's this or there's that, and the government's trying to hide it from you. They don't want you to know. All you have to do is make this phone call and you can apply for this and use it for anything: bills, car, to get back mobile, to it's stimulus. So it's like basically another telling you that they had some pork, that maybe the pork didn't close escrow. Maybe they somehow it got sent back or something. But it's supposed to be for you, if you know what I mean. It's like they use the voice like, Donald. You hear Donald Trump's voice, and he said you have a limited edition, silver or something. There's only so many. You know, or is this like all these? If you think it stops there with infomercials trying to sell crap, I saw a hybrid image, deep fake, Photoshop, whatever, and it was Trump, but it was enhanced with Biden's likenesses in it. So it's like it's obviously Trump, but like they enhanced like things that would be like similar to Biden without letting you know that it was Biden. And the whole point behind it is they're trying to tell you, at the same time they'll declare Donald Trump a Confederate insurrectionist, so he can be off the ballot, and then they're gonna fucking get rid of Biden at the same time. They're just telling you out with the old. And so this person talking is just somebody who maybe possibly knows it's all bullshit and is still one of those ones that's able to, it's like they get happy from lying. Like it makes them smile, duper, so like it's just one of those things. It's not even what he's saying about like, okay, it's polarizing message against Donald Trump. Oh, this could possibly make you, lean against Donald Trump. It's not even about that. Because it's like it has more to do with some like Suge Knight dangling Vanilla Ice over a balcony than it has to do with any meaningfulness behind the messaging and the messaging. Something that you can just tell. Like it's like old people kindling, If you subscribe to, that old people should be kindling, because we've just been subjected to a vacant dementia person as the steward in chief of the, of the country. So people are so tired of that. Then like if you not paying attention, they'll tell you what they're gonna do. It's like a purge. It's like they're, like as much as they hate Trump, like they really want to get both of them out of the way. It's just a simple purge. It's just a simple purge. In order to do that, they'll tell you, old people kindling, and the next thing is that they're moral grandstanding later on. Yeah, so don't be surprised if the same people who told you out with the old, including Biden and Trump, and with whatever you're not tired of, is going to moral grandstand later, when old people kindling is not the message that you got to convey to people to get them to do what you need them to do. But it's not like when I go back and forth over rightfully held views of different people, and being maybe I'm holding the tail and you're holding the trunk of an elephant, or whether you like apples or oranges. And it's like, that's the whole there's a whole meta conversation, you know, and it sounds like, oh, you have a point, and you might have points, but you have to see that you can just deep fake an image. Like, we used to portray the opposition in the most unkind light possible. That's always been our capabilities, and we've always done that. Find the the least flattering image of your opposition and always hold that one up. That's what we did. But we did not have the ability to hybridize. And, you know, like, it's just like going back in the past before they had photography, when you didn't recognize facial features and changes over time. You didn't see your church father in a long time. You didn't see George Washington in a long time. He could be replaced by a Masons or something. They could have killed him because he's very expeditious platform, and he's also has a great reputation. He can just return like your old long lost granddad, of the Amish, whatever. You can just take over and be like, oh, you're back, and this is some other guy, you know what I mean, stowing away, and somebody that your grandpa helped and killed him and fucking took over his identity. Identity theft is deep in American culture. We're not even sure if George Washington on the dollar is not Andrew Weishaupt or something like that. Weishaupt. I mean, it's pointless to get into that. You can't say for sure definitively whether that is. You know, it's not conspiracy theory. It's just a question. It's just like, because that's left out there so long. You know what I mean? For anybody, he was out on the open road, like, it was like, you know who that is? Hey, you know who looks like that? Go get them. We're gonna place them. It's gonna be our puppet. It's gonna infiltrate, and they're gonna impersonate. And I think one country got so furious with an impersonator that they cremated his ashes and put it into a cannonball, and then they just ceremoniously fucking fired a cannonball back over the border to the place where he came from. It's like a humiliation ritual. Ooh. They thought all humiliation rituals was I was shit, huh? No, some of them is just like vitriolic.